Hello traders, and thanks for tuning in to this week's Market Outlook from Exness. In this video, we're looking at a possible idea for a trade over the next few days, some of the narratives that could be driving the movement for that position, and what those who take the position wouldn't need to be aware of in terms of news and data in the upcoming days. But first, let's look at the performance of the previous idea that was given in the Market Outlook. That was a possible sell for dollar-yen from the region of around 134. The idea has been successful so far and still seems to be active, with the price at approximately 130.5. There seems to be potential for it to move further lower in the coming days. Now, for this week's idea, I'm Michael Stark, Financial Content Manager at Exness, and joining me to give the idea and the narratives is Stanislav Bernichov, Trading Specialist. Thanks very much, Stan, for being here to give us the idea.
Hello, Michael. Thank you for having me today.
And what do you think, Stan, is the important idea for a trade over the next few days?
All right, so to formulate the idea, let's take a look at how markets actually closed at the end of the previous year. So there was no Christmas rally, no Santa Claus rally as it is called, meaning that stock markets and crypto markets are not very interesting for investors right now. So the sentiment is gloomy. And that's easily explainable if we think about the recession narrative, which is pushed in the media right now, and nobody is going to buy stocks and cryptos at this time. So, and speaking of cryptos, I think the sentiment is the worst for crypto. Cryptos have been excluded from all forecasts and outlooks from investment banks for 2023. That's why I'm considering to take the potential short position for Ether, which is ETH/USD, if it tries to break through the triangle as shown on the slide. So I don't believe there would be any participation of other time frame buyers to support this breakout. So in case it actually breaks, I will try to pick the short position or carefully craft, I would say, the short position around 1240, 1250 area. Because I think that it will be unable to break through the roof, and it can easily slide down towards the next support, which is 1100 or somewhat near this area.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think, Stan, are the most important data points or items of news that traders who take on the position would want to be aware of over the next few days?
Well, of course, that's the beginning of the week, beginning of the month, meaning that we will have non-farm payrolls published at the end of this week on Friday. So these are employment numbers for the United States. We will carefully watch what they will publish. So the forecast now is 200K. In case the number will be greater than anticipated, it might give the American dollar some kind of relief. But in case not, the current trend of decline in American dollar probably would be continued. And also we have the FOMC minutes published this week. And so this is I don't say empty week. So this week is not very busy, but it's not empty. So of course, these news releases might affect the price action for different asset classes.
So in summary then, the idea for a possible trade this week is a possible move lower by Ether after a small bounce from around 1250, possibly testing lower towards a monthly support. And the key narratives that are driving that are that with the absence of a Santa rally, a Christmas rally last year, this year might begin similarly to how the previous one ended, while volume is likely to remain low in the run-up to the NFP and the FOMC's minutes. So thanks very much, Stan, for joining us to give the idea for this week.
Thank you, Michael. Have a good trading week, everyone.
And would remind you all, please, to our watchers and listeners, that this is just an idea for a trade. It's not a guarantee, and that trading is risky. You should never trade more than you can afford to lose.